You can't even see this, it's so dark. That's a slide in a pool for an athletic center. I'm in Frisco, Texas. The middle of fucking nowhere, although it's a booming city, I guess. That's what people keep telling me. Although I'm flying to Manhattan in about 6 hours. There's a trail around this lake, which you probably can't see the lake, but it's there. You can see a reflection. I understand why Jesus would wake up early in the morning to meditate. I woke up at 2:58 this morning. There's no one around. He was hounded by people all day. He couldn't go anywhere to be alone with his thoughts. He wasn't ready for what he was experiencing before he was outed by his mother. He was at some party or something like that, and his mom's like, oh no, Jesus can make wine. You're out of wine, no big deal. He's like, Mom, fucking cool it. Don't interrupt my studies. Of course, moms, they just want to show off their kids. I get it. But she cut that short. So then, after he was outed, he had to deal with people all the time. He didn't have ample time to prepare. Had he would have understood the most important concept. The one thing that he was mistaken, or about which he was mistaken. He did not do this maliciously. He got outed by a relative, and he wasn't allowed to think. He couldn't. Everyone chased him down. Oh, the Messiah's here. He's like, look, what the fuck? I just want to be alone. He would go out into the desert or wherever the fuck he went to be alone, to think. Denke, as the Germans say. The best part about this whole process, this third time, the human species has had access to this, is that I've had ample time to think. Because of places like this. In cities like this. I think this is why Frisco, Texas exists. So I could walk around a lake and denke, think. That's it. I've got 100% of it locked down. Everything else is just execution. It took me 15 months. Yeah. Which is, I don't know, 65, 70 weeks. The average episode of mania is 13 weeks. Let's say I'm 65, that's 5 times. And you know what's funny? That sounds a little low to me. What I mean by that is, typically when there's an average, if you have a bell curve, I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing, but if there's a bell curve and the average is right in the center, 5 times that would be, I guess, 5, maybe 5 standard deviations. Maybe it's less, who knows? Maybe it's more. I'm typically at the top 0.1%. So 5 times the average is the top 0.1%. That's it. But for some reason, I think I'm probably going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 weeks, maybe 700 weeks. And everything from here on out is just execution.